didn't listen. Go ahead.
Yep. Going back to that Cube video, do you know if there's any truth to the same people owning record labels that own prisons?
Look, man, there's a couple of companies in this country, or I would say even in this country, global corporation that own a piece of everything. Okay, that look it up. I was teasing my partner the other day. Look, man, look at the go to. You can Google it. I did it for him. Look at Nestle, how much stuff Nestle owns, and look at all the other corporations that own so much stuff that we eat, drink, and consume in various ways. Yes, and if you go any deeper, you go deep enough, you'll find there's one or two corporations that got their hands in everything. Everything. Everything vital to your existence, they get their hand in.
Yeah, Nestle owns everything. I'm looking at this. Nestle owns everything.
A hand in everything. Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, everybody. I mean, they all tied together. And then all you gotta do is invest into the main one, and now you are influencing the other ones. If you invested heavily into Nestle, because everything is a stock. Everything is on the stock exchange. All you gotta do is buy some. Okay, all you gotta do is buy some. You buy some stock. Now you become especially you buy a whole bunch of it. You just became a major influencer of this particular product or these products based on your investment. That's why certain things we have in America, they don't have no place else. You can't find aspartame in certain companies or high fructose corn syrup in certain countries. They don't allow it. They don't allow it. High fructose corn syrup, your body does not recognize it. It don't know how to process it. That's why your ass get fat. That's why you get diabetes. You don't have no kind of way of processing it. So it just sits there. You go to certain countries. Look at ketchup.
Yeah, you're about to say it.
Yeah, look at English ketchup versus American ketchup.
Exactly. 72 ingredients in ours, 15 in theirs.
15 in theirs. Ketchup, salt, water, and some other, maybe a little salt, maybe a little sugar. I don't know for sure. But we got a whole bunch of other shit you can't pronounce the name of just for some ketchup. Used to be a time, if you had a loaf of bread over a week, it's going to be green as shit. That shit don't turn green no more. When I was a kid, you had to eat all the bread at least by the end of the week. If not, it's going to be green. I ain't seen no green bread. And God, man, I've had bread on my house. Man, we had some hot dog buns. We bought them things for 4th of July. They were still good for Labor Day. Shit.
3 months later.
3 months. They still good for Labor Day, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah. I always encourage people, man. Look, you think it's expensive to eat healthy? It's expensive to not be healthy. It's way more. So if you can spend just a few more dollars, get some organic food.
No, you're right. You're right. But also understand that when you have so much capitalism involved in everything, so it's if everybody is invested in everybody else. So if I'm invested into the food, but I'm also invested into the healthcare, and I'm also invested into the insurance, we got a monopoly. We get you sick. We get you sick. Charge you to get insurance, and we're gonna charge you for the pills, for the medication to keep you alive. Not well, alive. So it's a vicious circle. We don't want you dead.
Buying.
Right. We don't want you dead. We want you sick. We're gonna cure the symptoms. We ain't gonna cure the disease. Big difference, Doc.
Yeah, that's scary, man. It's really scary. You know, going back to this Q video, we talked about this in the past, but break it down again, man. When you first heard this thing called gangster rap, you know, you even mentioned Just earlier. I mean, we could say Schoolie D. You know, Ice-T was one of the first ones on the West Coast. Not the first. Then, of course, N.W.A. comes along. But, you know, when Lonzo, who's already been in the business for, you know, some years now, when you first heard this thing called gangster rap, what were your thoughts?
I never really had a use for it, Doc. I mean, it was something. It was something that was around. At that time, it was still dance music, and that was like the Pied Piper to the party. And I think that's what made it so attractive, especially stuff that Dre, Quick, and some other people did. It made the beats were so inviting. The groove was there. I mean, anything that Dre did, especially on Snoop's album or the Chronic album, all the Quick stuff is danceable. It's party music with a gangster theme to it. I can't think of nobody on the East Coast that did the same thing. So you had a Trojan horse musically brought into your life that you love. I mean, I still bump Tupac. People, what was I doing? I was someplace. I had my radio in my car playing, and my boy said, "Man, I wouldn't think that you would like nothing like that." I've been a DJ long. I've been doing anything else. I played everybody's music. I learned to like certain things. I can't play it around all my friends because some of my friends they didn't get into it. I mean, it's not something that it's one thing to appreciate it, another thing to act it out. I don't care what they do. I'm still gonna be me, and that's the difference. And that's something I think that has to be addressed at some point in time. Everybody shouldn't be listening to everything because everybody ain't ready for everything. Alcohol is legal, so is driving, but you wouldn't give a 12-year-old kid the keys to your car and a bottle of Hennessy. You wouldn't do that. So to say that kids are ready to deal with the various types of music they're influenced by, nah, man, it needs to be some kind of regulation on that. Well, this ain't free speech. This is just common sense. Kids ain't ready to deal with everything. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, kids are not ready to deal with everything. It used to be get a driver's license at 16. They bumped it up to 18.
Yeah.
When I got my license, I was 16 years old. First thing I did on my 16th birthday, I'm in DMV. I drove to DMV and drove back. I knew that had a test. I had the test down. Who drove you here? My mama. She went to the store. Okay, she wouldn't got a cup of coffee. Okay, jumped in my car, took the test in my car at the DMV, and went right back to the pad. Told my mama I ain't stopped driving since then, man.
Yeah.
But then after a while, they realized that some things changed.